So what's going on, my UpJamrock fans? Welcome to another exciting and informative video. My name is Junior Sterling, and today I'll be covering a very interesting and special topic. So today I'll be covering how you can own a home in Jamaica. So there's actually many ways you could go about this. First, you could secure a loan through the National Housing Trust, or you could secure a loan through private lenders such as a bank or credit union. You could actually buy it by yourself, you have to kind of have cash still, or you could get it built, liquor like what Jamaican people say. So before I continue, this is a huge topic with a lot of information to cover. So I'll be spreading it out over several videos. But for this video, I'll be covering how to obtain a loan through the National Housing Trust. So before I get to the specifics of obtaining a loan to the NHT, I want to put out a disclaimer out there. So these videos are for information purposes only. I mean, they're there to kind of guide you into where to go for the most up-to-date information. So please, may I beg you, do no due diligence before you make any sort of commitment. Right. So what is NHT? So the National Housing Trust is an organization that was created by the government of Jamaica in 1976 with the sole mission of providing quality and affordable home for the Jamaican people. Quality and affordable housing, I think that's a good thing. So there are several steps to securing a loan through the NHT, and I'll be explaining each one of those steps. So like with most companies, you have to get registered. So to start the process, you have to register with the NHT. First, you have to submit a volunteer contribution application form. And at the time of my research, you could not submit the form online. This is something you have to submit in person. But don't despair. Don't despair. Actually, if you're not able to make it to Jamaica, you can actually authorize somebody to complete the process for you. But you have to send them an authorization letter, and this authorization letter has to be signed, stamped, and dated by a notary public or a JP. Okay. So now you completed the registration process and you're registered with the NHT. So now it's time to start pay your contribution. Alright? So this thing is serious. Your contribution is due on the 14th of each month. Okay? No, actually the first of each month. And there's a grace period until the 14th of the month. But please pay your contribution on time, because if you don't, if you're late, that means that you pay the 15 or the 16. So this can affect you when you're ready to go and access a loan. They might deny your application because you weren't consistent in paying your contributions. You're always late. So if you're always late, that means that you probably pay a mortgage later. So pay your contribution on time. As for your contribution amount, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure how much they're gonna charge you. This is gonna be dependent on your income, and they will determine this at the time of the application when they process your application. When you send in all your documents and you process your application, them are gonna determine that. So what kind of payment option NHT have available? There are actually several options. You can actually pay online via credit card, or you can send the money to somebody and then pay it for you. And you just have to give them your account number and your name. Or you could, if you have an account in Jamaica, so you have a bank account in Jamaica, you could make provision with the NHT to deduct the money. Yes, deduct the money every month. Mm-hmm. So now you get registered, you start contribute, and you contribute for a while now. So the obvious question is, how long do I have to wait to borrow some money from the NHT? So there are two time limits. Yes, there are 2 time limits. So if you never contribute to NHT before, this is your first time, you live a foreign, you start contributing, never do it before, you have to wait 2 years for you be able to access a loan to the NHT. Or if you've been contributing before, that means if you did that Jamaica work and they might take out money out of your money, if you send guy NHT and you come a foreign and you start contribute again, then you only have to wait 1 year to access the loan. So once you have met one of those time requirements, whether the 2 year or the 1 year, you're almost there. You're ready, almost ready to go, get your money and over start build a dream house. But there's a few pieces of documentation you need to have before you can run down at the NHT office. So you're going to need your driver's license. No, identification. It can be a driver's license, a passport, a national identification card. You're going to need your last 3 month pay stub because the people want to make sure so you're still at work. Alright? And you're able to kind of pay your mortgage when you get it. You're going to need a NIS and a TRN. So once you get those documents, you can just go down at the NHT and then we sort you out. Just go down there, talk to them, and then from there they will tell you if you qualify. If you qualify, they will provide you with a qualification. Is it a qualification letter or something like that? Yeah, they'll provide you with a letter saying that you have qualified for a loan. So how much money can you get from NHT? Well, it depends. It depends on the type of loan that you're getting. So if you're getting a loan to buy a house through NHT, because NHT build house too, them have a whole heap of scheme around the place. So you can buy a house for them scheme, from one of their developments. Or you can buy a house from the private market. Regardless, if that's the type of loan you get, so you're qualified for $6.5 million as an individual. And if you're married or you have a boyfriend or something on the side, so we're not going to settle down together, one of you can be the co-applicant and we'll get double that. So instead of 6.5, we're going to get $13 million for buy a house. On the other hand, if you just need some money, if you say, okay, you go upgrade the house, get a facelift, NHT give you $2.5 million. And again, if you have a co-applicant, you can double that. NHT will give you $5 million. Yep. NHT also give you money for buy a solar panel or something like that. Then give you like $250,000. Not give you, lend you $250,000. So if you want to upgrade your house and put on a solar panel, you can get loan through NHT for doing that also. So far you've completed your registration, you've made your contribution, you submitted your loan application, and you know how much you might qualify for, and you know how much you will qualify for. So now you want to know how much NHT are going to charge you for interest rate and how long they might give you paid back. Well, as for the interest rate, there's a couple of different factors they use to determine where them charge you. If you're a public sector worker, you get a different interest rate. If you're 55, you get a different interest rate. If you're disabled, you get a different interest rate. And based on your income, you get a different interest rate. So, I won't be able to provide you with the interest rate I'm going to charge you. But what I do know is the NHT interest rate goes from 0 to 5%. So, you'll get one of their number there, or something in between. As far as the time to pay back your loan, they give you 34 years. Long time. Thank you again for watching. I hope this video helped you to start the journey of owning your dream home in Jamaica. And please subscribe. Tell your friends. Tell your family. Tell everybody. And again, don't forget, press that little red button up on the side and subscribe to the channel. Alright, thank you.